Yeah, I mean, I wish I had like a $20 billion check, because I would write it to the FBS and say, let's fix this. If money's the issue and people are worried about getting their money because of all the bowl games, let's just somebody needs to step up, some billionaire somewhere, and say, okay, here's $50 billion. Go to a playoff system, and I'll just give this to you. But unfortunately, that's what's pretty much going to take before it all changes. Off season. You guys I'm guessing, took a little bit of time off after the season ended. I know it was a long season when you talk about playing till the middle of December almost every week. How long did you take off? What did you do in the wintertime? I know you had spring ball, and then what all happens? I don't think some fans quite understand maybe the whole process of what the team does in the off season. You guys all hang out up here and really work throughout the whole year.
Yeah, we do. And right after the season ends, we get a few weeks off, to rest our bodies and lick our wounds a little bit. And after that, we start our winter workouts right away. And Coach Kramer, our strength and conditioning coach, he gets after us right away. And we go through that winter workout phase for a while, and then spring ball comes, and then we go through that, a couple-week deal with spring ball, and then school starts. Then school ends, and then we get a couple more weeks off to go home, and the guys that are longer distance away from North Fargo, North Dakota, they get to go home for a little bit, so they get to enjoy some time back home.
Like Channelview, Texas.
Like Channelview, Texas. Yeah, exactly. But after the everybody comes back from their home, we get after these summer workouts, and we just finished our phase on Friday, and we really worked hard this summer, and we're really ready to go.
Yeah, DJ, I have to ask you this, since Brock's got a few of these left, you don't. I remember when you first came here, you're just this young-looking kid. I'm like, right. How's this kid going to play college football? He looks like he's 17, 16 years old.
Right.
And people are even wondering last year after we saw Tyler Roll and Pat Pashalk and DJ McNorton fill in, be the every down back. And I think you clearly answered that question against South Dakota. Was really your breakout game, and it just kind of took off from there. Is it hard to believe that this is the end already? I mean, DJ, You've been here 5 years already, and this is this is kind of, I don't want to say the end of the road. I don't want to start tearing up in here or anything like that. But is it hard to think this is your last fall camp and your last season?
It's definitely crazy. I mean, it haven't really hit me yet, but going through the last days of like summer workouts and things, you kind of you start to think about those things, and you're like, man, this is like our last go around. I was talking to a couple of the seniors too that's in the same position as me, and we was kind of saying the same thing. It's like, man, it seemed like just yesterday we was in the dorms, and now it's just ticking away, and we just got to make the most of it, what we have.
And I got to ask you both. Now, you guys, there's always crazy roommate situations on the team, and I always find it interesting. When I was, working as a sportscaster full time, and I went on some of the road trips, I got to find a little more about you guys, find out what you're kind of really like off the field, and I always just kind of laugh when I hear some of the tandems and some of the some of the guys that live together. Do you care to mention who all lives in your little group?
Yeah, well,
because I always found it a little interesting.
Yeah, well, my roommates are DJ McNorton, Cooper Wallow, and Warren Holloway, and now a new roommate, Ariel Boyd, moved in with us too. So.
And that's like 4 different states or 3 different states represented there, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
People wonder that, I think, when some of these groups live together, and I can't remember who was living with who, and I thought, how do these guys get together? They're not on the same side of the ball. They're not even from the same part of the country. How do you guys get, when you're bringing guys in from all over the country, like all Division I teams too, whether FCS or FBS, how do the friendships form? How do you find these guys? Do you think maybe you just hang out with the Minnesota guys or whatever, since you're kind of a Wisconsin? Well, maybe you wouldn't because you hate Minnesota guys. I don't know. But, being from Wisconsin, how do you hang out with a bunch of Texas guys? And I know Cooper Wallow's from the Twin Cities. How do you all kind of form those friendships?
Mm-hmm. Well, the Bison, the one thing about being a part of the Bison is that, we really don't care where everybody's from. It's I think it's something to do with our character on our team. We got a lot of good guys that have good character, and we build friendships right when we come in, and we're not really segregated as far as these guys are from this state, so we're gonna room with these guys.
Yeah.
We're all friends and we're all brothers, and we just love to hang out and just spend quality time with each other.
Yeah, I have to ask. I bet when you still go back home to Channelview, people still wonder, you're really going back there for another year? You're really going back there? Have we made a Northerner out of you, or are you still getting the heck out of here when your time has come?
Man, my personality, I'm open to anything. So,
maybe you'll end up in Alaska next.
Hey, who knows? I don't know about that.
That's even maybe a little bit too wild to think about that.
Right. But Nah, I mean, right away when, coming out of high school, my friends used to joke about it. But at the end of the day, I have a good bunch of friends, from back home and family members. And, they understood it and, they wasn't really, too shocked. I mean, they were shocked about it at first.
Yeah.
So is me, I wouldn't even say I wouldn't. But, but after that, they was real supportive. And, it's been a good time, just, being up here, meeting new guys. And like you say, something about our character here, just in the locker room, everybody, we're all brothers, and we have fun with everybody, and nobody's really left out. And, and I think that's one of the things, that kind of changed, to come to the year that we had last year, from that 1 year, the off year we had, I think we all kind of came together and was more united, as a team. So. And
the last question before I move on, we'll talk more about 2011 here in a little bit, but since I know who you live with now, and now all our listeners statewide across the state of North Dakota know who you live with, who's the messy one? Who's the clean one? Who's the one that goes to bed earliest? Let's try to run some of these things down. Who's the cleanest guy in the group?
Come on now, D, don't lie now.
He is. DJ is, isn't he?
I'll be somewhere in the middle. Brock pretty clean.
Me and DJ are pretty clean. So was Warren. I'd say Coop is the messiest. I hate to sell my boy out like that, but
not even close, huh?
That's an easy one. Coop's definitely.
Somebody has to be, the messiest.
Who is the most talkative one? And I am pretty sure I know the answer to that question. It's got to be number 81, isn't it?
Oh man, I'd say.
I don't know. It's kind of all of us.
Yeah?
We all kind of jokes among us because, we have like, like you say about the, where everybody's from, you know, we kind of still joke about that type of stuff. Like what's the best? Like, he talk about the Packers all the time. We got to hear that all day. But yeah, we all kind of talk and just joke, but it's all fun.
So who is your team then? From where are you Cowboys guy?
Yeah, I used to be a Cowboys guy.
Used to be?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I still kind of like them.
Oh, okay.
But my favorite team for a while now has been the Saints, actually.
Oh, you picked up on the Saints.
Yeah, well, I've been kind of there.
Oh, okay.
He know that. I've been kind of there as a Saints fan. And, of course, just hometown. I want Texas to do well, too. And, kind of behind them as well.
So we haven't converted you to a purple and gold fan up here.
Nah.
And Brock will never let you convert to a purple fan.
No, there's no way that's happening.
I like a couple of individuals.
You're okay with AP, I'm guessing?
AP, Percy Harvin, those guys. Brett Favre, of course, a legend and stuff like that. But, yeah, a couple guys from that team I like.
Tell you what, we're going to take a break. We're going to come back. We're going to talk football. I know we haven't talked a lot of football, but I get a chance to let the fans know who you guys are anyway. But we'll talk about some football. We'll talk about getting ready for fall camp and all that type of stuff here coming up. Next is the Jack Michael Show continues here on 740 The Fan.
You'll be mine forever, baby. You just we belong together.